thank you so much. It's one of those things when I was debating about coming this year to be here on my birthday, it's like, why the hell not? Of course I want to be here and celebrate my birthday with all of you, so I'm so grateful and so honored to be on this stage. It is such a beautiful opportunity to be here. I want to pose a question to you all. Is the body key to your ascension? Through the next 7 minutes, we're going to go through some different examples, some different experiences, and a personal experience that I hope that at the end you will all feel, know, have an emotional experience and a spiritual experience where you will have that answer to that question. A few years ago, I was in Sedona, Arizona with my beautiful mother. And we were driving through the canyon, that back canyon. Who's been to Sedona? Gone through that back canyon? It's one of the most beautiful places on this earth. And my dad, who'd passed away 19 years ago, his energy came into the back seat. And I paused, and I feel energy through my body. My body is one of my biggest gifts. I felt it. And I paused for a minute, and he asked me, can I share with you something? And I asked my mom if she was open to it, and she said yes. So I said yes. And he continued to show me and tell me how much he missed his physical body. This was a man that when he was alive would constantly be in appreciation of the beauty that was around. So he was showing me through his body how he couldn't connect, he couldn't feel the beauty of the mountains, the trees, this vast landscape that we were going through. And he missed it deeply. It was quite an emotional and profound experience, and obviously one that I carry to this day. Now I'm going to invite you, if you will, if I have your permission, to close your eyes for a moment. Get comfortable however you want to get comfortable. And before we go into this, I want to just cue your mind that as I ask these questions, your mind has the answers. The first answer that comes to mind when I ask these questions is your correct answer, so just trust. Right now, in this moment, what percentage are you in your body? Trust the first response is the correct one. What percentage are you in your body at this time? Now, from a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the greatest, 1 being the least, how safe do you feel in your body? How safe do you feel with your thoughts and your mind? How safe do you feel with your emotions? And I'm going to invite you, that part of you that may not be fully present, maybe you said 80% of you was in your body and there's 20% out. I want you just to imagine that that portion, whatever that percentage was, is coming out in front of you at this time. Allowing yourself to see this aspect of you in front of you. What is the one thing, ask this aspect of you, what is the one thing that you need from me at this time to feel safe to come home? Trust the answer. And then can you give that to them, this aspect of you? Go ahead and do that if you can. Take a moment. Maybe it's a hug, maybe it's love, maybe it's an I'm sorry, I see you, I love you. Now, if it feels comfortable to you, invite that part of you back home to allow for you to integrate even further into your wholeness and into this space and time. Good. Taking a deep breath, allowing you to further integrate, coming back more into this space. Before you open your eyes, saying out loud or in your mind, I am here, I am here, I am here. Coming back fully present into this time and space. Thank you for joining me in that. It was beautiful. Now, when we talk about ascension, oftentimes people think of ascension as something outside of us, and we've had beautiful speakers share examples as to how we can step more and more into our beauty, our uniqueness, our embodiment of this physical form. Ascension is not something that sits outside of us. It's this thing that we aspire to. No, it's that spiral that goes deeper and deeper inwards, that place right behind our heart, that deep seat of our true essential self, our true north, our soul's blueprint. In shamanism, one of my favorite stories depicts something that shamans carry. It's a practice calling being an Aini. An Aini is right relationship with self. And there's this beautiful story of this village, and maybe some of you have heard of this story. I love it every time I hear it. There's this village at the top of these mountains, way up high, and they depended upon their crops for survival. And they were going through a drought, so naturally they were fearful. They wondered what to do. So they called a shaman into the village. And as she comes in the village, they greet her. They ask her, "What do you need?" She said, "I need somewhere to stay." So they provide her a hut. She goes into the hut. She stays there, and on the third day, she comes out. As she emerges from the hut, steps out the door, the rains come. The villagers praise her, wondering, "What did you do? What was it that you did that brought the rains?" And she said, "Your village was so out of Aini. It took me 3 days to get myself back into Aini, right relationship with self. And when she did that, it brought balance into the land. It reverberated and brought balance." This is the power of how we are in our embodiment of being in the here and the now, and being in that unique expression of bringing that peace, that oneness, not being a prisoner of our mind, our emotions, but using those as tools to know ourselves so well that no matter what circumstance, even if it takes 3 days, 7 days, a week, a month, you know how to get into that centered space to where there's peace and calm. And when that happens, it reverberates out in the planet. And when we bring peace here, this is how we bring peace to the planet. This is how we bring that peace that we're all seeking. It first starts here, and your body is the key. I invite you, for those of you who this is piquing some things, you want to go deeper, come join me Saturday, 12 to 2 in the ISIS tent. And we're going to dive a little bit into sacred sex along with this, because who doesn't like some pleasure? And your body is the key to all of that. So, how many of you, by raise of hands, feel like the body is a pretty damn good vehicle to be able to ascend? And the ascension is an inner journey. Oh! Thank you so much for being here, for being beautiful, for being unique, and sharing this beautiful space with me. Thank you so much.